2025 might be the best year for Jordan Brand that I've ever seen. What is happening? Well, it looks like this year we're getting yet another one of my absolute favorite sneakers. This time around, it's the Air Jordan 11 Low Bred. The Air Jordan 11 is one of the most iconic sneaker silhouettes of all time. Not only is it one of Michael's personal favorites, but this classic sneaker designed by Tinker Hatfield has a rich history. When MJ stepped away from basketball in 1993, many thought that the Air Jordan line should also stop, specifically at the Air Jordan 10. However, Tinker Hatfield didn't agree. He thought Michael's legacy should continue through sneakers, and he began work on what would become the Air Jordan 11. Not only did Tinker want the line to continue, but he wanted the next Jordan sneaker to be the best of the best when it came to basketball performance. Because of this, he added many first-of-their-kind details on the sneaker. A full-length carbon fiber plate in the midsole, full-length Nike air cushioning, and a patent leather rand that wrapped all the way around the shoe. Not only did this detail provide support, but it also gave Michael something that he had been asking for years, a shiny basketball sneaker. When Michael finally returned to the NBA playoffs in 1995, the shoes were ready for him, but they weren't yet ready for the public. In fact, Tinker had specifically asked Michael not to lace the shoes up yet because they were months away from a public release. But as we all know, someone telling him he couldn't do something meant that he was going to go ahead and do it anyway, and he threw on the pair during the Eastern Conference Finals against the Orlando Magic. Although the Bulls didn't win that year, Michael wearing the shoes made them an instant retail success when they finally dropped at the end of 1995. As we all know, the following year he went on to win the NBA Finals with the Bulls against the Supersonics, all while wearing pairs of Air Jordan 11s, specifically the Air Jordan 11 Breds. Since their original release, the 11s have widely been considered the best basketball sneakers of all time. And every year, Jordan Brand drops their holiday 11s, which even to this day, when sneakers aren't as hype as they used to be, continue to sell out. The original Air Jordan 11 Breds have released 5 times, including their original release, whereas the lows, which have only dropped as either IEs or the red sock liner variant from 2015. However, in 2025, we are seeing technically the first true Bred 11 low. And here it is, and it's beautiful. This pair is rumored to drop on April 26, 2025 for a retail price of $190. And of course, if you want to grab a pair of these, you can grab them where I grab them, Flight Academy Kicks, or through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen, or through the affiliate links in the top of the description below. But before we dive any deeper into the sneaker, let's first take a look at the box. This time around, it looks like Jordan Brand has opted to go for the OG look on the box. You've got a black and orange flip-top box, which on the side says "Just Do It." Then spinning around to the back of the box, you've got the words "Engineered and built to the exact specifications of championship athletes from around the world." The top comes in a more natural cardboard finish with the black Nike swoosh. And then inside the box, you actually have the carbon fiber texture found on the bottom of the shoe printed on the paper, which I think is pretty cool. And then on the front, of course, you've got the size tag. I grabbed a size 9.5 because unfortunately that's all that was available. I'm usually a size 9. And the official colorway is black varsity red white. But that's pretty much all there is to it. Why don't we throw these sneakers on foot and see how they fit? All right, so I got another pair of shoes to show you.
Right.
This is the Air Jordan 11 Low Breds, and it is a low top version of my favorite pair of Air Jordan 11s. And I want to get your opinion and also, try them on, get sizing and things like that. So what do you think?
They're nice.
Right? Mm-hmm. Can you think of the high tops? I should have brought out the high tops, or I guess the mid tops, to show you, but you know what I'm talking about. You have a pair of 11s that are mids. Do you like the lows or the highs better?
I don't know. I mean, they look good. They
do look good, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's basically almost Valentine's Day, and they would go perfectly with the Valentine's Day APTHCRY stuff. I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. Ooh. Not wearing the socks. Should have been, but I'm not. And it would go perfectly with these. Whether you get the shirts, there's a red one with a balloon on it, or this silver one with a balloon on it. The socks, black, white, and red as well. So a lot of good options that all match perfectly with this.
Yeah.
Grab APTHCRY.com right now, and you get a free balloon with your order, which I just found out this morning. I didn't know that came with your order. My wife told me, actually. I didn't even realize. I should know that. I own the company. Okay, with that being said, while I'm putting these on, do you want to, you know what, it's wet. I'm gonna not take off these shoes. I'm just going from one shoe to the other. Do you have a number rating that you're thinking?
I mean, I like those. They're pretty nice.
Okay.
Again, I'm not sure if I like the high tops or the lows better. I think usually I feel like there's a clear answer. Right. Which means these are pretty nice.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know, like 7.5, 8.
That's not bad. Not a bad rating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm leaning 8.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I like them.
I do too. I really do too. So unfortunately, I was only able to get a size 9.5 because these are early. So sizing wise, it's going to be a little bit skewed. However, I will say, like I said with a lot of shoes, I've owned a lot of shoes that are 8.5s or 9.5s because I'm a size 9 and I grab what I can grab. So knowing that, I would say that this fits just like another size 9.5 in a pair of Air Jordan 11s would fit. So I would say that these fit true to size. That's my sizing advice. True to size, or whatever you usually wear in Air Jordan 11s. They don't ever really change up the sizing. It's really only when they like really mess with the upper of the shoe that the sizing changes. Like when they go from an Air Jordan 1 to like an Air Jordan 185, even though the sizing is still pretty similar, just a bit more narrow. Stuff like that. When it's a regular, just new colorway of a pair of Air Jordans, the sizing is usually the same. And that's the case with these. I'd say these are true to size, just like every other pair of Air Jordan 11 lows. Grab your standard size in Air Jordan 11 lows. That is my take. But on foot, any additional thoughts?
No, I like them. They're nice.
This might be my Valentine's Day fit. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe with the red shirt, the Valentine's Day socks, APTHCRY.com. Check them out. But yeah, I'm with it. Okay. Back to the studio. Okay, now let's finally get into the sneakers themselves. Starting off with the toe of the sneaker, you've got this beautiful glossy black patent leather rand that wraps all the way around the bottom of the upper. The patent leather has these white or sort of off-white colored edges that really give it that classic look. I love that. Then just above that, you've got the classic black ballistic nylon. Overlaid over top of that, you've got these black straps which hold the laces in place. And speaking of the laces, you've got these thick black rope laces that weave over top of the ballistic nylon tongue. Stitched into the center of the tongue, you've got a black tag with the words Jumpman Jordan embroidered into it in white with a red Jumpman in the center. Moving inside the shoe, you've got this black, pretty well padded sock liner that actually feels great on your foot. And rounding off the inside of the shoe, you've got a black insole with the Nike Air branding printed onto the heel in white. The insole of the sneaker is actually pretty thick foam, which feels really nice underfoot, I'm not gonna lie. And actually, the Air Jordan 11 in general is a pretty comfortable shoe, partly because of that insole, but also because of the full-length air unit in the midsole. That being said, continuing back on the sneaker, you've got this black leather panel towards the heel of the shoe. Then at the top of the heel, you've got your 23 branding printed onto the back of the shoe in this sort of rubbery white material. And just below that, you've got this mini Jumpman embroidered in red. Obviously, on the lows, it's on the back of the sneaker, whereas on the mids, it's off to the lateral side. Moving down on the sneaker, you get to your classic Air Jordan 11 midsole in bright white. And then on the medial side, sort of in the midfoot, you've got some of that carbon fiber popping out through the midsole of the shoe in sort of a black and I guess dark gray look. Finally, the outsole of the sneaker comes in bright semi-translucent red with black pods towards the heel and the forefoot of the shoe, sort of rounding off that classic black and red or Bred look. The Bred 11s are my favorite 11s. The last time they dropped was back in 2019, so it's been a while. I really love the classic mids, but the lows are just so easy to rock, especially in the summer. We've also never gotten a pair of 11 lows that look like this. We've gotten ones that are close, but never exactly this. I think this is the best Air Jordan 11 low that's ever released. I realize it's my own personal opinion, yours might be different, but for me this shoe is an insta-cop. Will it sell out like some of the recently released Air Jordan sneakers? I'm not totally sure, but I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's a Bred 11 and it's a super wearable 11 low. I think it's a go. But hey, if you made it this far in the video, let me know what you think of the upcoming Air Jordan 11 low Breds and whether you plan on grabbing a pair of these for yourself in the comment section down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.